Welcome to the Whispers of the Unknown, where dark secrets come to life. A number of American presidents have been assassinated by people with a variety of motives throughout the country's history. The nation's politics, security, and social landscape have all been influenced by these tragic occurrences. Before continuing this video, please subscribe to our channel Whispers of the Unknown and hit the bell icon. Number 7. Abraham Lincoln. On April 14, 1865, popular actor and Confederate sympathizer John Wilkes Booth killed Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Booth vehemently disagreed with Lincoln's views, especially his support for black people's right to vote and his abolition of slavery. Booth's deep affection for the Confederacy, which had just lost the Civil War, served as fuel for this antagonism. When Booth arrived at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C., on the evening of April 14th, Lincoln was there to see a performance of Our American Cousin. In the third act of the play, Booth used a Derringer pistol to shoot Lincoln in the back of the head at approximately 10:15 p.m. Lincoln passed away at 7:22 a.m. the following day, and on April 26, 1865, Union soldiers assassinated Booth while he was hiding in a barn in Virginia. Only a few days after Confederate General Robert E. Lee's surrender at Appomattox, which essentially put an end to the Civil War. This event marked a turning point in American history. Number 6. James A. Garfield. On July 2, 1881, a dissatisfied candidate named Charles J. Guiteau assassinated James A. Garfield, the 20th President of the United States. Guiteau, a lawyer who had supported Garfield during the presidential campaign, had become obsessed with obtaining a government position, which he believed was his right. However, his requests were continuously denied, leading to a long-standing resentment of the president. Guiteau's mental instability led to an obsession with obtaining a position with the government. On July 2, 1881, Guiteau met Garfield at the Baltimore and Potomac Railroad Station in Washington, D.C., and shot him twice. Garfield died 79 days later from the effects of his wounds and insufficient medical care. Guiteau was found guilty following a trial and executed on June 30th, 1882. The dangers of unchecked ambition and the need for enhanced security measures for public figures were highlighted by Garfield's assassination. Number 5. William McKinley. Leon Czolgosz, an anarchist who resisted authority, assassinated William McKinley, the 25th President of the United States, on September 6, 1901. Anarchist ideas that promoted overthrowing governments and establishing a society without states had an impact on Czolgosz. He thought he could start a revolution against the capitalist system by assassinating the president. At a public banquet held at the Pan American Exposition in Buffalo, New York, on September 6, 1901, Czolgosz went up to McKinley and fired 2 close-range shots. McKinley's wound problems led to his death 8 days later. Czolgosz was taken into custody right away, put on trial, and put to death on October 29, 1901, by electric chair. A pivotal event in American history, McKinley's assassination raised awareness of anarchist groups and resulted in stricter security measures for public leaders. The tragedy also had significant political ramifications since, after McKinley's death, Vice President Theodore Roosevelt enacted a set of reforms known as the Square Deal, which sought to protect consumers and control large corporations. Number 4. John F. Kennedy. Lee Harvey Oswald assassinated John F. Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States, on November 22, 1963. The Warren Commission, which was set up to look into the assassination, concluded that Oswald acted alone. Nonetheless, a number of conspiracy theories that implicate different organizations or people have surfaced over time. As Kennedy's procession went past Dealey Plaza on November 22, 1963, Oswald fired several bullets from the 6th floor of the Texas School Book Depository building in Dallas, Texas. Shortly after arriving at Parkland Memorial Hospital, Kennedy was declared dead. Before Oswald could face trial, nightclub owner Jack Ruby shot and killed him on November 24, 1963. The assassination of JFK remains one of the most significant events in modern American history, with its impact still felt today. It marked a turning point in the Cold War era, influencing U.S. foreign policy and domestic politics for decades to come. Number 3. Theories of masterminds. The assassinations of U.S. presidents are the subject of several conspiracy theories, many of which implicate larger organizations or masterminds. These beliefs cover anything from foreign countries, organized crime, and government organizations to more hypothetical assertions about hidden societies. But even with in-depth studies and research, these hypotheses frequently lack hard data to back them up. For instance, there have been hypotheses regarding the CIA, FBI, and the Soviet and Cuban governments' involvement in the assassination of JFK, but none of them have been confirmed to be true. Both the complexity of these historical events and public skepticism are reflected in the survival of these hypotheses. The startling nature of these incidents and the need for a more nuanced explanation than a single explanation are two of the reasons why conspiracy theories are so fascinating. Number 2. Investigations and findings. The majority of official investigations into the murders of U.S. presidents have shown that the killers were either acting alone or with little assistance. For example, Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone, according to the Warren Commission's findings on JFK's assassination. Similarly, there was no proof of larger conspiracies found throughout the investigations into the assassinations of McKinley, Garfield, and Lincoln. Subsequent evaluations and analyses have confirmed these findings, but they have not completely allayed popular cynicism. Conspiracy theories are unsupported by evidence, which emphasizes how crucial it is to base historical assessments on accurate facts. The difficulties in determining the truth about complicated historical events have also been brought to light by the investigations into these assassinations. Sorting through a ton of evidence, speaking with a lot of witnesses, and taking into account different theories are all part of the process. Number 1. Impact on history. American history has been significantly impacted by presidential assassinations, which have shaped public opinion, legislation, and the trajectory of political events. Every killing has resulted in notable modifications to public individual security procedures and has sparked changes in national policy. For instance, the nation was moving from a time of civil war to one of Reconstruction when Lincoln was assassinated, marking a pivotal point in American history. In a similar vein, JFK's assassination signaled a sea change in the Cold War era and had a lasting impact on American domestic and foreign affairs. In addition to influencing public opinion, these incidents are still being researched and discussed by academics and historians today. Numerous facets of American society have been impacted by these assassinations over time. In summary, a combination of political, ideological, and personal reasons have led to the assassinations of U.S. presidents, which have been significant events in American history. Thanks for watching our video, and don't forget to subscribe.